I'm sure you know who Akaash Singh is, but in case you don't, he is the co-host of the Flare Gun podcast, along with Andrew Schultz, Mark, and Alex. And a few hours ago, somebody shared this video on a subreddit, and it's actually a TikTok from Akash TikTok page, which it has over 10 million views in only 4 days, which is completely insane. I got to start making TikToks as soon as possible, but the entire video is essentially 5 minutes of him raging at an audience member for essentially not being entertained or not getting his jokes. Some people feel some type of way. Some people think it's pretty funny. So thought it would be fun to take a look and try to see what's going on. So let's get started.
But did that guy suck for all of you? You're first, you're second. Did he suck for you?
Yeah, he didn't even look at me.
Yeah, it's true. I came here when I was 10, but I've been meeting all kinds of people in America, right?
He sucked for you because you said something.
I said, you look like you read a lot of books.
Yeah, I wish I was reading one by now.
I don't know what I did to deserve this hostility, but just trying to have a good time here. Just a comedy show, you know what I mean?
Dude, I asked him a question and he rolled his eyes. I was like, what are you, fuck my wife? Fuck you, dude. I don't have to put up with this from you. How do you guys know each other? Can I ask? Are you comfortable talking about it? If not, it's all good. We can move on.
We met on Hinge.
You met on Hinge. Yeah, dude, the South is more open-minded than you think. Don't be so nervous, you know what I mean? There's some fucking... You're not nervous? What are you? Tell me what emotion you're feeling.
He's British. He's really confused.
He's confused by Indians as a Brit? I don't think he is, to be honest with you. I think he's looking at me like, why does this guy have freedom? And I'm trying to power through the set. But when I'm done with my set and I see him doing this, there is no way your left hand is more interesting than what we're doing up here for an hour. Clearly want to go home. I don't know why the leave already. This guy's sitting here picking fucking calluses on his hand for 10 minutes. Just go. And then I just lost it. I was like, with all my jokes, this guy. He deserved it. I don't know if we put this out because it's so mean, but he deserved it. It was fun, to be honest with you. I had a good time. How is this more polite than just getting up and walking out?
Like I said, this was posted 4 days ago, and I did see some comments talking about how it was probably staged, and I don't think so. I'll just say that I don't think it was. So with that being said, some people did think that he went over the top with the things he said or the way that he was reacting, getting too emotional. Some other people think it was just funny. But to be fair, he was doing his job. But there is an argument for why that type of stand-up comedy can be considered as lazy comedy. Let me explain. I love crowd work. When done correctly, I think it's super entertaining and funny. However, there is an argument that essentially comedy on stage, or whatever you want to call it, there is a category of comedy which is, prepared over the years. It's an act. It's supposed to just make you laugh. And then there is the stand-up comedy, which was a new type of comedy which revolved around, talking about your day, your family, observations about different things. And it was just a new style of comedy. And now crowd work is becoming more and more popular when done correctly. However, when I see clips like this one, it just kind of seems like the comedian is fishing for clips that they can put on social media, which is, again, it's not a bad thing, but it could be perceived as lazy comedy.
The guy thinks he's funnier than me. Brits, dude. I'm so glad that bitch died. So glad that bitch died. Never been more glad a bitch died in my life. This whole time I didn't care. I was like, whatever, 92-year-old bitch died. Who cares what she did to India? I'm over it. I'm not over it anymore. You get those jokes, don't you? You don't have a hard time understanding that? Stupid inbred you. I hate in a much less significant state. I swear to God, dude. I swear to God, if I had a glove, I'd slap you like that with challenge you to a duel. In Hamilton out here. I don't know what I was talking about. I blacked out for a second, to be honest with you. I feel so good, though. I feel so much better about everything. The Queen. You goofy inbred that killed Diana. You. Oh, do you feel bad for this Diana bitch, really? Miss, you seem very sweet. I don't want you to feel bad about yourself, but do you really feel bad about this Diana killing? Can you do me a favor? Can you just come sit here for 5 minutes? Just look at this guy. Can you see him from here? You only see this part of his face. You don't see the part is right here. You paid for this, I bet. He wouldn't do this if he paid. Remember what I said about being disrespectful, all of it. Out the window. Respect is given when respect is taken, or whatever the it's a reciprocity is the word I'm goddamn looking for. I'm out here sounding like suffering succotash out here. I'm out here.
Again, this is my opinion, and you can agree or disagree with it on the comments below. But essentially, I think stand-up comedy or crowd work will be evolving, or part of it will evolve into this specific category, which will be shows that are specifically created or tailored to get clips from, which it's not a bad thing. We'll see how it goes, but it's definitely way different than, you know, going to a show expecting a comedian to be trying out some, not their best work, but some good jokes. At the end of the day, you go to those clubs, you try out new material, see what's funny and what's not. Crowd work can be funny, but I mean, at the end of the day, you're not crafting anything with crowd work. It's just more practice, improvisation practice. It's just a different muscle or a different skill, in my opinion. Could be wrong. That's just what I think. I could be hating. I could be completely just hating, because I did see the 10 million view counter on that TikTok post, which is completely insane. But then again, I don't know. I'm sure it's helping. But I don't know how much it's helping. I don't keep up with Akaash that closely. I do think, honestly, he is a funny guy. I like him on the Flagrant podcast, even though sometimes he gets a little bit weird. But to be fair, I did support the Bring Back a Pooh special. I thought it was funny. There were a few jokes that I liked, and overall, I'm not too crazy over his stand-up comedy. But also, to be fair to Akaash, he is just doing his job, and at the end of the day, going to a comedy show is like getting hypnotized. It only works if you want it to work. So if I'm Akaash and I see some guy there just being rude, not necessarily being rude, but just standing there with the straight face, you know, being bored, acting bored, that's a bit disrespectful. I mean, you're going to a comedy show that you paid for, you know, so either enjoy it, or if you don't, just get out. That's what I think that the dynamic should be. It's not like you're there to judge what's funny and what's not. Overall, I don't think it was a bad video. I don't think he went over the top. He did get emotional, a bit too emotional. I don't know why. I don't know what the entire context of the entire show. Maybe the dude was heckling him. That's how he titled the video as. So, you know, he might have a point. At the end of the day, it is stand-up comedy. That is his job. Literally, if he just wants to target one person the whole show, he can. And if people don't like it, they just don't come to the next show. So that's definitely what he does. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Like if you like the video, subscribe to the channel. It helps out a ton. It helps you stay tuned for the next videos. Dislike if you didn't like the video, but that's all we have for today. See ya.